aye 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 tinozviziva zviri mandiri, tinozvinzwa zviri mandiri, takazviona zviri mandiri, tinozviziva zvandichazova, tinozviziva zviri mandiri, tinozvinzwa zviri mandiri, takazviona zviri mandiri, tinozviziva zvandichazova. Good afternoon, viewers. I welcome you to our first episode of our show running under the theme Zviri Mandiri. This is an opportunity for you to showcase your talents, to exhibit your talents. The Bible says a man's gift brings him under great men, and it maketh a room for him. With me here is a producer and artist, Mr. Forward Mazuruse.
Good day, viewers. My name is Latro. They call me Noen. Of the host on the first episode of the show, Zviri Mandiri. Just a preview of the show. The show is meant to untap raw talent. We are trying to bring and expose the unheralded talent out there across all fields, either from sports, music, soccer, in all the fields across the globe. So today I have a guest. He's not new to the industry. I'll just give a brief bit of himself. His name is Forward Mazuruse. He's been in the industry for quite a long time. His passion for untapped talent, and he has projects that he runs which also emulates untapped talent. He's a composer, a singer, a producer, and also a teacher. Not to preempt his background, I'll give it to him. I'll introduce to you Forward Mazuruse. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mr.
So this marks our first episode, and we're going to talk more about talent in Zimbabwe and the music industry. To begin with, I would like to introduce you today.
Okay. My name is Forward Mazuruse. I'm a music producer, composer, guitarist, and also I'm also into philanthropy. I work with young kids, training them music composition, theory of music, and performance. So I was born 42 years ago in a very remote area in Zaka in Machine. I only got to see instruments like the keyboard when I was 18, because the place where I was born was very remote. But I want to thank God that when I came to the city, I met very good people. I met good pastors. I made good friends in the industry who helped me. For a rural boy to own a studio, to be able to go overseas and play, for a multiracial audience, it's all because of the grace of God. So, in a nutshell, this is what I'm saying.
A lot of talent is unexposed today. I would want to know how you made it. Who brought it to your life? How did you make a breakthrough in this?
Yeah, like I indicated on my first introductory statement, I was born in the rural areas. My primary education and the secondary education I did it in the rural areas there in Zambia. So I grew up with a passion to compose. But when I began to learn the guitar, those bunches that were made homemade guitars, my father discouraged me. So I stopped playing because like an obedient child, I had to listen to my father. But something just told me, when I was in the rural areas, even when I saw the records from those popular musicians that were very popular, something told me that one day think I will have something playing on radio. There was a little voice that was saying to me, one day you'll make it. But it only took, coming to Harare. When I was around 18, when I did my A-level in Forward Mazuruse. So that's when I came to Harare, and that's when I got to see the keyboard for the first time. I was just seeing the keyboard on TV, not to see it really. So, like someone who grew up with a passion, then this is how I began to learn, in church. And then the next thing, I saw myself, in Fungisa's band. That was my major breakthrough. But before I got to Fungisa's band, I was actually being sent by his then manager to do posters, sticking posters. I would engage, those kids that live in the street to help us put the posters. But from being a poster boy, I then managed to learn the guitar, and I saw myself being engaged in a band. So that was a big break for me, to be playing with Fungisa's band. So this is how I got very, very popular, with musicians as well. When they saw me playing for Fungisa, they then engaged me to do their recordings in different studios. So, like right now, if I'm going to count, I have recorded more than 500 projects as a producer or as a session guitarist. So for me, I just say it's all the grace of God to have been able to meet, musicians like Fungisa, to be able to be in churches where I was given an opportunity to be playing, because I developed in church to be able to play the guitar well. I started in church and then I got engaged in bands. So this is like my story, how I got to limelight.
Quite interestingly. But I want to know, there's someone out there who is not in church, and probably doesn't get this, talk about this. So I want to know, how do they actually make it a trend? Probably anyone who they know maybe they're in the raw areas, but go to Harare, the place on the phone, you got some challenges. And you can't say it was automatic, it was also a passion. How do they make it a thing?
Yeah, I would say, I believe that there's what we call destiny. When God has destined you to be something, there is a way. If you envision something, of course, God gives you a purpose. So I just think that even for that rural boy or that rural girl, what you need to see, you need to envision it first. When you see it, through your mind and your faith in God, I believe that there's always people that you meet, because always God's way is you meet someone who connects you to the next level that you want to go.
Probably, if you look into your background, your passion for talent, and at some point you came up with a project, for the project. I would want to know from the inception, how many so far you helped, and where do you achieve this talent? In the final areas or in the ending areas? How is it?
At my house, I train kids. The place where I stay, I don't call it, it's not that leafy suburb. It's actually one of those remote suburbs in Harare. So there I'm giving chance to kids to have access, because I have a studio at home, to have access to the studio and musical instruments. And I also run another class in town as well. But at the same time, I have programs that I go, like recently I was in my rural area, because I'll tell you, for example, I never saw a mirror or a keyboard when I was growing up. There was nothing like that. I saw it, like the mirror, I saw it when I was 22. So because the mirror is a bit cheap to acquire, I then went to my former school and I donated the mirrors, two mirrors, and I went to another school which was built after I was in secondary, and I donated the 2 mirrors. And I'm also doing a program where I'm sending video tutorials to the teachers. So this is a way of saying thank you to the people who gave me a chance when I came to Canada.
Very inspiring. So they say you must be inspired to aspire, so that will inspire. But I want to know, there's someone there who doesn't have resources, but they talent. Probably look into your case. I don't know, maybe your streets have said. in Genesis, it's of course it was open, but somehow made it. Someone there doesn't have resources, doesn't even know. How can they actually maybe, how would you motivate someone to make it where you are?
Yeah, in music, I believe, for most people, what they want to do, they want to start big. But I believe the best way of getting into the music industry is to join someone who is already in the music industry. Offer yourself, if you're a composer, go and submit yourself to someone who is already established, an established musician. You can offer to do backing vocals. I know musicians, they say they fly, they are blocking us. But I believe that if you really insist, and again, for someone